All right, Tim, we're behind the scenes here. We're heading into a long weekend, another crazy one despite people in vacation mode. What struck out to you this trading week?
Look, this was certainly another action-packed week in August with just like 1 day to go in the month. Almost all of the previous Friday's sharp declines have been eliminated, and maybe the market will still have a decline on the month of maybe 1.5% to 2.5%. We've got 1 day to go, so a lot can still happen in this kind of a news cycle. But clearly, trade was front and center this week, with the Chinese apparently being much more willing to make a trade deal than they have been over the last few months.
Tim, do you think they're throwing in the towel?
Well, I don't think that they would admit that they're throwing in the towel, but I think that their motivation level has increased for a couple of different reasons. First of all, they have had some companies that have left China. They have lost probably a significant amount of jobs from companies that have had their supply chains based in China, and maybe have headed toward Vietnam, maybe other parts of Southeast Asia. But I also think that the Chinese are very smart, and if they think that there's a probability that when the U.S. Congress comes back in September, that they would pass the USMCA deal, and also that the U.S. would do a significant trade deal with the U.K. after they leave the EU at the end of October, then the U.S.'s bargaining position gets much stronger in terms of dealing with China. And I think the Chinese are maybe starting to realize that.
Well, Tim, they better be smart because the U.S. is putting up quite a fight. What are you watching next week when we get back on Tuesday?
Look, we're still going to be watching the bond market. There are some very interesting developments and very positive developments going on in the bond market today. That's one of the reasons we're seeing a big rally on Thursday. But also, we will have some very important economic data come out right at the beginning of the week. On Tuesday, we'll have the ISM manufacturing report. That came in at 51.6 last month. We want to see that number hold above 50. Clearly, manufacturing has been one of the weakest sectors of the economy. And then, of course, on Friday, we'll have the jobs and employment report, and that will get significant attention, being that it's less than 2 weeks before the Fed meeting on September 18th.